Guys, we have been doing YouTube for 1 year. 1 year on YouTube. Man, time flies when you're having a good time, doesn't it? So I want to do kind of a video talking about what has my time been like on YouTube after doing it for 1 year. It's definitely had its challenges. There definitely are things that I think are really awesome because of YouTube and that I find rewarding. And I'm going to kind of get into all these. Now, this is a very impromptu video. It's not scripted. I didn't write anything out for this one. I'm just talking about what has it been like. I guess let's start off with the positives. Like, I've had a lot of fun doing these videos. And I think one of the coolest things is like opening up my channel page and just seeing that I have a library of videos that I made, that I created and put out there. And they may not be the best videos. Some of them may not even have all that many views. Like my best video has like 10,000 views and the next one has like 4,000. And then the next lowest is only like 2,000. So I don't really get all that many views. Like the majority of my videos only get a couple hundred views, which is still really cool. It's still really awesome that people spend that much time watching my content, it's still crazy to me. Still crazy. I think it's really cool to see that I went on a platform. I said, all right, I'm going to create content on this topic. And I did so. I created content for BMW stuff and just car stuff in general. And people watched it. And I think that is probably the coolest and most rewarding part of it. You know, like I look at my channel as a whole and say, I created something. And I think that is really the coolest part about YouTube. And I'm really happy for that. I'm really happy that even though I may not have made much money off YouTube, and I did make a little bit of money, and I'll get into that. But I think that's really the coolest thing is that I created something and put it out there and people have consumed it. And I think that is just ultimately the best thing. And I think if anyone wants to start a YouTube channel, you have to look at it from that perspective of you're putting something out there into the world that someone is going to watch. It may not be a lot of people, but someone is ultimately going to watch. They're going to listen to what you have to say. They're going to agree with you. Other people are going to disagree with you. Some people are going to hate what you're saying. Some people are going to absolutely love what you're saying. And obviously in the real world it's the same, but I think it's more prevalent on YouTube because everyone's a keyboard warrior online, right? Everyone will say their opinion. Everyone will say what they have to say because they're not face to face with someone. You could hate on someone all you want, but at the end of the day, like in person, no one's ever going to say that stuff to you. And online, you get a lot more kind of hate and a lot more honesty. I'm glad that people give me criticism on my videos, constructive or not, because ultimately it's still feedback. I'd rather have unsolicited, angry feedback about my content than have people sugarcoat stuff and then I never improve my content. Some people are going to love it, some people are going to hate it. But at the end of the day, you create a library of content and thoughts. And I think that is the coolest thing about YouTube is you create a library of your thoughts, your opinions, and you put it out there. Another one of the really cool positives is that I've made a little bit of money off YouTube already, which is nuts to me. So officially, to be monetized on YouTube, there's certain criteria that you have to meet. So you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in one kind of rotating year. And I haven't met that requirement. But one of the kind of big ways that people make money on YouTube is affiliate marketing. So essentially, like I have a couple videos talking about coding different features inside my car, my BMW M2, and you need a little Bluetooth adapter to be able to do that. So in those videos where I kind of talk about doing that and show how it's done, I have links to Amazon, and if people purchase through those links, I get a little bit of kickback. I get like a little bit of commission. It's not much, but I have made a couple sales. Like I made like 7-8 sales so far over the last like 2-3 months, which is, I don't know, it's not even $10, but like it's let's just say it's $10. It's my $10 that like I earned through YouTube. And I think that is the coolest thing for like long-term potential. It's really cool that I've gotten to that point where I've made something for myself. It's like that entrepreneurial mindset of you making that first couple dollars, like making your first sale as an entrepreneur. It's like the same mentality. It's like when I saw my first sale, I was like, holy shit. shit, like, I've officially made money on YouTube. It's not much, but it's mine. Like, it's the coolest feeling. And I'm sure some of you guys that have been monetized on YouTube or have done the same, I'm sure you can attest to that. Or if any of you are entrepreneurs and have your own business, I'm sure you can attest to that feeling of when you get that first sale, that first little bit of money. It's nothing significant at all, but like, it's so significant to you because of what it means, what it represents. And I think that is probably one of the coolest aspects of YouTube as well, is not just creating that library of content, but like, you got paid for it. That's really all I can say about that. It's like, it's just such a cool feeling knowing that you made a little bit of money off YouTube, and it's so rewarding. Now, what are the challenges that I've had on my year of YouTube? Man, I've had some challenges with YouTube. Like, when I started off real strong. Like, my first video wasn't all that great. It got a couple views, and now it's up to like 1,000 views, which, you know, I'll absolutely take. But then my next couple videos, like, they got some decent views. And like, my first video that went kind of mini viral was, I'll put a link somewhere here to it. It was when I traded in my BMW M240i for my M2. At the time, like, I remember, like, every time I refreshed, I had a few more views on it, and like, it was just so cool. And then shortly after that, I totaled that car. And when the whole premise of your YouTube is around cars, and more specifically a specific car that you own, when you total that car, it throws an entire wrench into everything. Like, you're so demotivated. You're like, well, I put all this effort into making this YouTube, like, what do I do now? Like, all my content was about this, and now this is gone. It was a struggle. It was a struggle for a while doing YouTube, because it really turned into like, what the hell do I do now? And ultimately, there came a point where I said, okay, do I take that money, invest it somewhere else into stocks or something else and make money that way? Or, you know, do I buy another car and try to continue YouTube? And as you can see with me being inside my M2, I bought another car. That's what I did. So here I am in my M2 continuing that journey. Like, it's such a cool journey, and it's not for the faint of heart. It definitely has its negative moments. Like, one example is around December, like, my channel took off. Like, I was doing phenomenal in like December. Like, I was getting like hundreds of views a day. Like, I was at a good trajectory. Like, I was gaining a couple subs like every day, like 1 to 2 subscribers, and like, it was such a good and cool feeling. And then it just dropped. It just dipped. And like, you go from getting those views every single day to getting like, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 views a day on your channel as a whole. And like, it's very demotivating. Like, you go through these waves of like, I'm doing really well, and then, well, now all of a sudden no one's watching my stuff. And like, it sucks. Like, you put all this effort into making a video, into making content, and like, no one watches it. And then when you do put something out and people do watch it, people don't like it for one reason or another. Yeah, it's been a hell of a journey. Like, starting YouTube to having the one item that represents your YouTube being destroyed and totaled, then starting back up, having a good ride up and having a good peak, and then having it drop down to practically nothing. It's a journey, man. And yeah, I'm starting to ramble a little bit here, so I'm gonna kind of start wrapping it up. But I think that's really some of the lessons that I've learned is like, yeah, it's really cool and it can be really, really rewarding, but it is hard. It is demotivating at times. It's just, you feel like crap. I'm not quitting. I'm going to keep going, keep making videos, and I'm only at like not even 250 subscribers, but you know what? Those are my 250 subscribers. Those are subscribers that I worked hard for. That's really, it's hard to put into words. It's really hard to put into words, guys, how it feels to be on YouTube for a year. There's good, there's bad, there's uplifting, there's demoralizing. Like, it's all there. It's really hard to put into words. We will see what the next year of YouTube brings us. So if you enjoyed this video, leave it a like, leave me a comment telling me about your journey on YouTube, if you have a journey on YouTube. Or if you're an entrepreneur, tell me about your journey and how that's been. Leave me a comment, let me know. Tell me your thoughts. If you like the video, let me know. If you hate it, tell me why, let me know. And yeah, subscribe if you want to see more videos from me in the future. And that's going to be it. So thank you so much for watching, for all the support that I get, whether you realize it's support or not, whether you hate my videos, love them, whatever the case is. Thank you. Till next time.